Hey guys, welcome back to my next video in the Math Kangaroo Challenge from 2007 for grade 3 and 4. Today we are tackling two bonus questions together. Let's think, solve and level up our math skills. Are you ready for our first bonus question? This is our first bonus question. Please read it carefully and remember the key points. Wanda cut a paper square with a perimeter of 20 cm into two rectangles. The perimeter of one of the rectangle was 16 cm. What was the perimeter of the second rectangle? These are our options. Wanda starts with a square that has a perimeter of 20 cm. She cut it into two rectangles, one of which is 16 centimeter perimeter. We need to find the perimeter of the second rectangle. Let us dive into it step by step. First, we start with a square that has the perimeter of 20 centimeter. We know that the perimeter is the distance traveled on the edge of the shape. We also know that the square has all four equal sides. So what is the size of one side of the square? Since perimeter of square is 20 centimeter, we divide by 4, which gives us 5 centimeter. So each side of the square is 5 centimeter. Now Wanda cut a paper square into two rectangles. We know that the side of this rectangle is 5 centimeter. What is the size of this side? It will be 5 centimeter. Since it's a rectangle, and from the definition of rectangle we know that the opposite side of the rectangle are equal. So 5 centimeter to 5 centimeter. It is equal. So what is the size of this side? We know the perimeter. We know this side. We can determine the size of this side. So the perimeter is 16. And then we say 5 plus 5, 10 gives us 6. The total size of this side is 6 centimeter. Since it is rectangle, the opposite sides are equal, so we divide by 2 gives us 3 centimeter. So the size of this side is 3 centimeter. Great. But wait, we are not done yet. We still need to find the perimeter of this rectangle. We already know its two sides, but we need to find the other two sides. And how can we find that? We know the size of this rectangle is 5 centimeter. We know this is 3 centimeter. Can we determine the size of this side? Yes, it is 5 minus 3 gives us 2 centimeter. So now we know the size of this side. We know the size of all the sides of the rectangle now. Can we determine the perimeter? Yes. So we start walking from here. We say 2 plus 5 gives us 7. 7 plus 2 gives us 9. 9 plus 5 gives us 14. So 14 centimeter is the perimeter of the second rectangle, which is option D. That was fun, right? Keep practicing and you will become a math champion in no time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next challenge. See you in the next video, which is bonus question 2. Bonus question 2. There were 60 birds on 3 trees. At some moment, 6 birds flew away from the first tree. 8 birds flew away from the second tree. And 4 birds flew away from the third tree. After that, It turned out that the number of birds on each tree was the same. How many birds were there on the second tree in the beginning? Let's break down bonus problem 2 and solve it together. We have 3 trees and birds on them is 60 in total. Now we start with 60 birds sitting on 3 trees. Suddenly some birds flew away. So 6 birds flew away from first tree. So how many birds left now? 60 minus 6 gives us 54 birds. Now 8 birds flew away from the second tree. So how many birds left now? 54 minus 8 gives us 46 birds. 4 birds flew away from the third tree. So how many birds left now? 46 minus 4. Now the second clue. After that, it turned out that the number of birds on each tree was the same. So all these 3 trees have the same number of birds left now. So that means we are talking about equal distribution of 42 birds. When we talk about equal distribution, we talk about division in maths. So 42 divided by 3 gives us 14 birds. Moving ahead, how many birds were there on the second tree in the beginning? How many birds flew away from the second tree? 8 birds flew away. So we add 8 now, which becomes 22. So our answer is option C, 22. This is the final challenge of our 2007 Canadian Math Kangaroo series for grade 3 and 4. But don't go anywhere. Our next exciting math series is coming soon. Leave your comments if you enjoyed this series or if there is a particular math challenge you would love to practice next. Make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a new challenge. See you in the next video.